Chuck Lake to Lake. Hey, we got an industry update for April 2025. We're going to start out with some good news, some RV shows. The Detroit annual camping and RV show had record high sales and record high attendance. That's a positive. The Ohio RV show had over 450 RVs from over 10 dealers and set records with attendance and sales and had a much better year than 2024. Boston attracted good numbers despite some bad weather, but it was a successful show in the views of all the RV dealers. Atlanta, the Atlanta Camping and RV Show, they celebrated 50 years of shows, and they had over 80 exhibitors. It's good news to the industry. People are showing up. We do have a little bit of discouraging news. An RV storage lot in California. The Black Series RV storage lot was taken over by some squatters, and they set fire to several of the units and did hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of damage. And you know what? Just is what it is. We have some market information coming in from 2024. Forest River led the retail market in travel trailers. Keystone led the market in selling fifth wheels. They got a very nice fifth wheel lineup, that's for sure. Thor Motor Coach led in Class A and Class C's, while Winnebago led the industry in Class C's. So a little bit of good news there. Good news. Looking back in 2024, RV buyers showed their clear preferences when it came to pricing. Lower cost models surged in popularity, and high-end models held steady. They didn't decline and they didn't rise. They held steady. And mid-range models struggled. Again, price seems to be the key point in purchasing for most buyers. The more economically priced units sold. That's just the bottom line, and that's the same thing we see locally. In the used market, motorhomes dropped an average of 13.4%, and towables broke a 3-month sales decline, and their sales were up over 10%. Despite the fluctuating prices going up and down, the volume of sales was strong. Motorhomes sales were up 28%, and towables were up 16% in the used market. Lazy Days continues to get a smaller footprint in the industry. They're selling 3 of their units to General RV Center. Lazy Days has really struggled financially, and I'm not sure how much longer we're going to see them around, but you never know. They've lost a tremendous amount of money. They lost over $180 million for 2024. $180 million. Wholesale deliveries were up 9.9% from last month, and motorhomes were down 20%. We see a little bit out locally when we get to that part. We see the lots are full. They're full of campers. There's no shortage of RVs, that's for sure. Sales. RV registrations, we have a little bit of a mixed bag here. Towables were down 6.5%. That's compared to a year ago. But we did see a good news in destination trailers were up 23%. And again, that destination trailer is one we buy, we take out to a lake or somewhere, and we park it. We don't haul it around the country. So all in all, we have a mixed bag of sales, but overall, the trend is down for most of the consumers. On the local market, we saw 683 RVs on the sales floor. We saw 163 2024s, and we saw 7 2023s. Overall, strong market. Lower price units seem to be on the sales floor right now at the local RV dealers in the Kansas City area, and there's a little bit of excitement, just a little bit. I mean, we're not seeing free hot dogs and sodas yet, but I think that's just around the corner. As far as the jobs go, we see 26 jobs are posted, which is a little bit of a decrease, but I think overall, I think that they're hiring up for the spring blitz. And some of those jobs have been posted for months. The longest one was 17 months, and that's long. They're just not filling that job. They could, because it was not a high-end job. Okay, we have a report from the RVIA, and who's traveling. We see Gen Zs have a 72% chance of wanting to go RVing this year, and we see millenniums at 65% would like to go RVing, and Gen X's 60%. And we're seeing a trend going to RVing mostly because the high price of airline tickets and high price to hotels. We see 72 million people are planning to go on an RV trip, and we see a lot of spring travel. One of the reasons they want to go in the spring, 45% said better weather, 38% said fewer crowds, and that's kind of true. In the spring, you kind of know about the weather can be a little hit and miss. 37 just want to escape the busy life, and 33% said it's cheaper than in peak season. Top destinations for spring travel. The coasts or the beaches is number one. National parks at 47%. Lakes and large recreation areas 35%. Mountains 32%. And cities or urban areas at 27%. As you can see, the RV industry is still robust. There's still a lot of people participating. I think the new sales are still going to be tough. I think with the tariffs coming in affecting prices, I think prices of RVs are going to go up. I think it could be temporary. I think they might go up for 2 or 3 months. If we get these tariff things worked out, they're going to come back down. But if you want to buy one, you need to buy one like weekly, like in days, not weeks. Either that or you want to hold off maybe till fall, till things settle down. The other thing that we're seeing as an industry trend, we're seeing a lot people taking a lot shorter trips. The price of fuel and people are realizing that there's a lot to do close to home, and they don't need to make those long distance travels to get where they're going. So anyway, I think we'll wrap it up. Oh, national parks. Need to talk about national parks. I've got several people who have commented that, like Carlsbad Cavern, no guided tours. You got to go on your self-guided tours yourself. I'm also getting reports that some of the parks that when they show up, there's nobody there, and it's closed. They're not saying you can go or cannot go. They're just closed, doors closed, locked, and so people don't know what to do. So, and some of them are camping, and some of them are going elsewhere. So anyway, I think the national park situation is in limbo. So anyway, hope you liked what you saw. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and I think we'll wrap this up. And y'all take care now till we meet around the campfire. Bye bye.